Hey everyone, I've been waiting for a long time to make this video, but now I'm in the actually perfect conditions to do so. So this game, I already have warnings at the start of the video, but just in case you skip past them, this game contains depiction of severe depression, brief description or mentions of suicide, body horror, spontaneous explosions, and a whole lot of monster. Also, our first game ever. Don't take it too seriously, despite the themes. This is still some stupid, quick, and silly game they slapped together passively over like a month while on the engine. Make no mistake, this is all fun and games. This game also contains flashing lights, and I'm not gonna remove them, so photosensitive people, stray. We have to play the intro. As long as you remember, you've always been lonely. Tried everything. Went to the parties, to therapy, changed jobs, got evaluated again and again, got prescribed meds, didn't work. Nothing works. Deep down, you know why you feel this way. You know none of those things will fix the ever-growing hole in your chest. You can't blame anyone, though. You wouldn't want to be stuck dealing with yourself either. Well, you can expect anyone else to put up with you. Especially when we actually have the luxury of walking away and avoiding the headache together. You conclude, you'll just be this way forever. You're simply too messed up. Too messed up for friends, too messed up for love, too messed up for life. There's nothing you can do about that. Or is there? Say, you're desperate. Desperate times call for desperate measures, we all know that. It's not like you have anything worth losing. In your hands is a very old book. The cover is decorated with ornate details. It's very heavy with, frankly, an insane amount of very thin, yellowed pages. You skimmed it a few times, enough to get the gist, enough to understand this might just be your last Hail Mary. Oh, fun fact, I'm actually seeing Project Hail Mary today. Your last attempt to fill the void. There are candles scattered around your apartment. All windows remain shut with the curtains closed. Not too different than usual, save for butterfly clips pinned to the curtains. And the open flames. You hope those don't need to stay lit forever. Burning to death sounds painful. You drew a very shaky handed chalk circle on your bedroom floor, as accurate to the diagrams as you can manage. You hope it's good enough. Ever since you got your hands on this book, you haven't been able to stop thinking about it. What would it mean for you if this worked? If you got this right? For once, the pit in your stomach, the hole in your chest, might go away. But it might be the thing that does it. If you're understanding this right, this book, this text, can make you kind of deal with the person you summon. If you can partner up with some sort of otherworldly person, some deity who might find your rapidly declining mental status pitiful, and perhaps take mercy on you. Maybe just earn yourself some kind of companion. It is absolutely, without a doubt, one of the stupidest ideas you've had in a while. There's no guarantee some all-powerful person will just smite you the moment they see your easy pickings. But what does a worthless sack of meat and bones like you have to lose, really? So let's say you get picked off and die. What was lost? A future? Potential? What a joke. You hope it isn't painful if you do die. More than that, you really hope you're right about this. Really, it can't be that hard to do this, right? I mean, the book literally has instructions. All I need to do is read, right? As you flip throughout the numerous pages of nothing but warnings, the same sentence sticks out, repeated constantly in various ways. Understand that you cannot undo this choice. This is permanent. Cast the warning aside. Permanent? Yeah, like your problems and solutions are already permanent. With shaky hands and a wavering voice, you turn to the page you want, skim it one more time. Oh. Before you is something that's kind of person-shaped? Initially, in the split second you saw a silhouette, you thought you saw a person. Two arms, two legs, a face. You know, person-shaped. Then the rest of them hit you like a freight train. These individual men giant pulsing tentacles wrapped around them, both in such a way that it's reminiscent of a brain's wrinkles. Missing apostrophe. You can't figure out where the tentacles end and their body begins. Frankly, the better question, does it even end at all? Is this fused with them? Then your brain sees movement and, eyes. This person, this thing, has multiple eyeballs. Not no sockets, just eyes, all around them. They clearly aren't brutalist trophies they took from dead people they killed, because you can see them moving. The eyes are moving. You guess it's a part of them? They just have eyes like that? And so more than eyes, you notice awfully quickly where a mouth should be instead of hole is? There's something emitting light, some sort of bone sticking straight out of their head. But if it's a bone, then how does it produce light? Your head's spinning. All of this was not what you expected, and while you, usually speaking, aren't prone to being a choosing bear, this is a bit much, even for you. You try your very best to focus on the parts of this individual that look distinctly human. You see they have one normal-looking eye should be. Each one you can spot is discolored in some way. The whites of their eyes are either bright neon blue or violently strong pink. They have dark, curly hair, also discolored in a strange way, with that same nuclear pink. It seems to swirl perfectly, as if every individual strand was photoshopped to be picture perfect. How nice. Pretty. If only the rest of everything wasn't there to sober you up from whatever drunken stupor you were undoubtedly in a moment ago. Two thoughts cross your mind. One, maybe with enough alcohol-induced delirium, you can work with this. Two, there is an elder deity standing in front of you in the middle of your bedroom, and you have said nothing this entire time. Stupendous. Really proving that D- was your peak. In a blind panic, you fumble to say literally anything that will ensure this monstrous creature doesn't tear you in half. Maybe you feel you do have some desire to live. Hey, hello, hi, what's going on? Your eyes look very, very pink. A nice color choice. You know, probably not high school, middle school. You peaked in middle school, undoubtedly. After spitting out that crumb of stupidity, the creature looks at you with all of their eyes. Oh yeah, your will to live is definitely somehow still intact. How nice. Wish you found that out under different circumstances. You'll take it though. Beggars can't be choosers. And speaking of begging, this thing hasn't said anything. How explicitly are you supposed to beg of your life if you can't communicate with them? The hell do I do? They really can't talk, can they? That makes things. Before you can come up with some equally life-threatening solution to the life-threatening problem laid before you, your vision gets weird. You don't feel right. At all. Normally you're always kind of drunk or high to some extent, but this feels like anything new. You feel weirdly sensitive. You can't seem to articulate it properly, even to yourself. Like you gained a seventh, there's only 5 senses. Whatever. Like you gained a 7th sense or something. I really should have read that book properly instead of just skimming it. Hello, small thing. Don't be scared. Ask me. You hear a voice. A woman's voice. Sounds nice. Really independent. And I'm not a voice actor, so I'm not even gonna try. The moment you hear her voice deep in your skull, the air feels unnaturally warm and comforting. Especially for being in the presence of something so incomprehensible. You wonder, is it her doing this? Like it's some sort of lure for prey? Is she hunting you? Or on a drunker day, you might have liked the idea, but right now, the idea of becoming some gross-tasting chip for an otherworldly being doesn't quite scratch any itches of yours. Why don't you think this was a good idea again? Hey, real human, aren't you? Most of their minds don't handle us very well, I'm afraid. For someone as feeble as you, I'm sure this is all very scary. Isn't it? I need a drink. Alcohol is bad for your liver, you know. Wow, that's... May I ask? My gift. What? Was I? Oh, no. Don't tell me I'm misreading something actually important. Worry not, I am accustomed to all of you. Or something. It seems as though Not many of you very well. Patience is a virtue, to rush is to ruin. I've shown up here, and thus accepted your offer. Deal. However, your order of the deals must still be fulfilled. Graciously, I shall give you a chance. Only one. Procure me my welcoming gift. Okay. Okay, I'll get to it. Here we go. Hey, what's up, someone? Of some kind? There's gotta be something in my room she would want. I don't have many valuables, though. Look around, there's bound to be something. I should get to it, quickly. Give a gift to the being summoned. I'm gonna save right now, so I don't have to do all that again. After. Back when hobby still gave you a crumb of dopamine, you would rummage through it and make all sorts of things with whatever you had on hand. You vaguely wonder if you can craft anything out of the things you find in your room. Might that be a good idea? I'm not gonna check the wardrobe because, I don't think this thing has clothes. Or needs clothes. Mini fridge, however. Check. It's your mini fridge. You stuff all sorts of things in here. Look through the mini fridge? Yes. You open the fridge and take a look. Inside are a few bottles and drinks you didn't finish. That thing does not need more energy. I'll take the water. You took the water bottle. There's several piles of trash. I don't think she wants mine. No chance. Those bags are for when you... Handles you're lit and put on the floor. You need to be careful your pants don't catch on fire. Heck, the book! That should have some info I want to do. I'm not missing things. Well, whatever. I had the time to correct it now. Read the book. Now let's see. You flip to the front of the book with the indexes. What chapter do you go to? This one seems good. This should probably have something. Chances are I can figure out what I did wrong, too. You read the chapter on ritualistic summoning. You might read. Skip thinking. You took note of a few specific paragraphs. In order to seal the pact with the being, a gift is required to show your allegiance. It should be prepped before summoning, as you may risk physical danger if not prepared ahead of time. Well, that's comforting. Kinds of gifts depend on who or what you summon. However, it is always a good precaution to have some form of food, as they must be fed and are constantly hungry for me. Oh, it's just food. It's simple enough. I'm sure I have something lying around in here. Here. Pile of garbage, paper plates, yada 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 yada. It's a pile of trash. There are bottles, cans, bags of chips, and leftover food and snacks rotting away on your floor. How you haven't gotten roaches yet is baffling. I wonder if there's anything useful in there under all the garbage. Oh, yes, I would like to search it. You decide that sticking your hand in smelly trash is apparently not something that's below you. You rummage through the pile of garbage. Shuffling around the pile reveals even more trash hidden underneath. It looks significantly older and more disgusting than what's on top. It smells wretched too. The odor of several things of rotting food gets stronger. And stronger as you release the fumes of stink from under the garbage that kept it captive. Remember it being this bad? I really think that your cleanliness may have gotten skewed over time. You had to shoot a candy stick, so like a pixie stick. It looks mostly untainted by the garbage around it. It's also still closed. Take the sugar candy stick? Yes. Okay, so can I read you again? Oh, no, I can't. I'm sorry. Well, I'll check. No, it wants me to go to the crafting, I guess. I don't know if I can make anything. Let's check for crafts. Seems like you're able to make something. Well, great. I used to make sweet water all the time as a kid since I didn't like how water tasted. I tell you guys, I made sweet water once, like a long time ago. It's bad. Don't bother. I mean, I still don't like how water tastes, but I do have everything I need to make it. What if she would like it? Sure, let's make sweet water. You made sweet water. Hope she likes it as much as I did. I think that's what I'm gonna give her. Yeah. Well, I have something. Is what I want to give her though. Yes. Sugar water. Hey, I have something for you. Have my gift. Yeah. You calmly hand over the sweet water, unsure if she would like it. She takes it from you gently, inquisitively, with an exceptional amount of attention and focus, as if it may break if she handles too. Okay, I know it looks kind of bad, but I don't really like how water tastes normally, right? You don't? I don't. I never liked it, especially as a kid. But I had to drink something, right? It's not like I could have had wine or early drinks. Oof. Man, I'm tired. It's not like I could have wine or energy drinks yet at that age. Well, not allowed to have it at that. Point is, I needed to drink water, and I didn't like it on its own, so I would add. It makes the water look kind of dirty, but it tastes good. You drank this as a youth? Yeah, probably too often. Now I only drink it if I'm feeling bad or if I drank too much of everything else. She stares at you with however much gentleness a person with one eye and vein blood engulfing half their body could make. The mage. What is wrong with me? The manage. Wordlessly, without hesitation, she cracks the lid open and drinks the entire thing in one go. At least you think she's drinking? Her mouth is just kind of a hole, or is it some sort of portal? Whatever it is, the point remains, the bottle is now empty. Some sugar still remains merged into one gross wet pile at the bottom of the bottle. It tastes unexceptional. Yet you were fond of this all the same? Yeah, it was never meant to be anything super delicious. It was just to help it go down. You did not think of adding something else, aside from sugar? So yeah, I couldn't hear sugar. You just sort of stuck after that, I guess. I never thought to add anything else. She looks at you for a moment before the black pit of the mouth gets wider, splitting her face even further in two. Her multiple stray eyeballs seem to wiggle. That is quite humorous. Genetic donors do not notice you handling items somewhere you should have not been. Like donors? For a moment, she actually looks worried, or worried as someone like her could be. Oh, I apologize. I now recall humans calling their spawn or something different, and I cannot remember what. I call those humans what they are, as it is simply more efficient identification. Ha! You and me both. I'm using that from now on. Is that a correct means of verbally identifying them? Your reaction is unusual for most humans. Yeah, well, I've always been a little unusual. You got it right the first time. You can keep going on that. I see. I shall continue then. When I was unpracticed after coming, I went to a neighboring universe without much hesitation or preparation beforehand. Not too dissimilar to you, it seems. I tried to have my first feast, yet when I tracked down my food, it had already been eaten by someone else. They were quicker than me, and thus acquired the meal. Thus I began searching for another feast without much luck, since I was woefully underprepared. I saw that very same individual chopped into bits. Their parts were strewn about all over. It was quite comical. So I feasted on them. Despite me being younger and possessing less cognitive resources, I still won. I recall that memory quite fondly, similar to your sweet-tasting water. Ah. Wow, that's, really something. I guess that's her version of a happy childhood memory, but it's just death and food? Correct. I didn't say anything. How do you keep doing that? You did say it. Thought it. But I didn't say it. You thought it. That is enough for me to hear. Stop it. Not visually and taking color. It's not quite that simple, is it? Alright, you can't control it. That's fine. It is. I have already acquired a lot of information about you while you were searching this very room. Lots of you a lot about an organism, you know. Wait. What exactly did you hear? Many things. Mostly all of them. Moments of profound sadness for no reason. Some instances of disgust towards your living quarters. Extreme panic and fear when presented with any error of yours. A longing for the touch of another one of your kind. Okay, that's venting your own life, desire for them internal conflict, sadness, and alright, enough! And unprecedented amounts of anger. Seemingly brought on by the fear of being seen. You don't need to spell it out for me. Of course not. You were the one that spelled it out for me. What? What does that mean? That meant to be some kind of joke? Yes, it was. Though judging by your reaction, I presume it did not, as you say, land. What the hell was the punchline even meant to be? What other reveal you could possibly make fun of? Spells. You used to spell it something. That was a joke. A joke involving others. Sass. I've become aware, yes. Why were you even trying to joke around? Because I got mad? Precisely. Well, you're not very good at it, and it's your fault for pissing me off anyway. It looks at you inquisitively, tilting your head over so slightly to the side. Becoming enraged has emboldened you socially. Has it ever occurred to you to behave in a straightforward manner such as this when you are not under the effects of a gentleman? You know, I am not one of your kind. That much you must be certain of. Well, yeah. I do not see a purpose for your fear in this instance. If you're excessively worried about appearing wrong to those around you due to socially accepted norms, why would it apply to me? Doesn't. I mean, come on. Why do you think I tried to bring you here to begin? You're the only one who can't give me flack for being all up. And then I bet you still hate me. And nothing to resume. I do not hate you. In fact, I find you rather intriguing. Huh? There's no way she's telling me the truth. You forget I can hear you, despite the revelation being moments ago. That's whatever. I messed up everything right from the start, like I always do. How was that something to not be hated for? I yelled at you. 1. You were, and still are, to a degree in this current moment, under the influence of various external consumables and medications. It would be irrational to assume one functions smoothly and regularly in such a state. 2. It seems you are simply lacking in cognitive awareness. I don't sense any malicious intent, or a desire to cause pain for me. You merely need to become more aware of yourself. Alright, Socrates, I get it. That is not my name. Oh, that was a joke. Quite humorous. Uh-huh. Okay. So cringe. Fear not, for you will have plenty of time to do so. Your entire lifespan, to be more precise. What, you're staying? Was that not the point of your deal? Well, no, it was. I just didn't actually think. I thought it was a pretty good chance to just die. Yes, I'm already aware. Though you proposed a deal, and you've delivered all of your half, regardless of what you assumed, I'm here to say. As are the stipulations of it. Stipulations. There isn't like a paper or something to sign, is there? You keep acting as if there's a written agreement or something. Unspoken contracts. When you spoke from that book, you had an exchange in mind, did not? I heard it, and so that is a deal we will proceed with. So you're staying here with me for as long as I want? Correct. You won't leave? A deal is usually two-sided, isn't it? What's in this for you? You paused for a moment, as if deciding on something. That does absolutely nothing to ease your ever-growing anxiety. That is for me to know, and for you to not worry about. Oh God. Please don't. No, I won't take your organs. Oh, thank God. Or eat you alive. Well, consume your flesh, to be precise. Why specify? What does that mean? What did you want it to mean? Call that for me. Okay, wow. Funny joke, you're getting better at this already. Speaking of jokes, how about I show you some? If you're gonna be staying here with me, it would be nice for us to laugh at the same things, you know? He nods robotically, walking closer to your side, as if waiting for you to leave. Fair assessment. You said, show me. Are these jokes not of the verbal variety? Well, most jokes are, but I like the picture one. There are pictures that function as jokes? Well, okay, it's not really a joke in the regular sense. There are these things called, actually, scratch what they're called. Don't get it anyway. There are pictures and videos that people make online, and I think they're funny. Here, I'll pull one up. As you fumble in your pants' very deep men's pockets for your phone, you can feel her eyes watching your every move. Not quite threatening, but curiously nerve-wracking. You manage to open your phone without dropping it, despite your shaking. At an almost inhuman speed, you open one of your apps and navigate through the menus to get to your folders. You're clicking so fast, the options aren't even loaded fully by the time you start frantically tapping the screen. Here, I got one, look. You play one of your favorite videos, tilting your phone to the side so you're positive she'll have no trouble with all those eyes. Make sure to pump up the volume so you both can experience the silliest joke humanity has to offer, as originally intended. This is a rotating field. yeah, it's funny. Is it? I don't quite understand. How is this exactly a joke? We nervously yet passionately begin to expand on the concept of absurdist humor. Namely, why a 4-polygon cat rotating the fast-paced video game music is the funniest crap ever. It's referencing Maxwell the cat. Since your curtains were clipped closed, successfully blocking out all daylight, you didn't even realize it was nighttime until your phone alarm went off mid-monologue, interrupting your erratic verbal essay on humor no normal person would ever sit through. Like a doting mother, she abruptly scoops you up by the waist, holding you like luggage under her arm, walks you to her very dirty, musty, smelly bed, before unceremoniously sitting you down on your feet in front of it. It is time for rest. You must sleep now. I'm not a child. I can say it for as long as I want. Being a sexually mature organism is not automatically indicative of good judgment. I've been living alone for years now, staying up late never bothered me, because you sleep until everyone else's day is half over. If you're fearful about me departing in the night or rummaging through things, I will accompany you in slumber. Well, like, no funny business. Just sleeping, like going to sleep, becoming unconscious for several hours. Yes. Okay. My bed's pretty small though. Are you even able to fit in it? My appendage isn't quite elastic. I can squeeze myself in. Alright, if you say so. Somehow, she squeezes herself up against the wall, leaving maybe half the size of your body width left for the bed on you. She takes on an uncomfortable position like she's lying in a coffin. You, on the other hand, whether it be from exhaustion coming down from the adrenaline high, or the final brain cells in your dome finally dying of alcohol poisoning, aimlessly wiggle up right next to her, like a small cat crawling beside its owner. You're practically falling off the bed with how little room you have, but you don't care. The oddly warm brain-like mass that covers half of her body is comforting to you. No longer do you need a weighted blanket or a heating pad to fake the illusion of someone beside you. Now you have someone real, a person, someone practically the size of 2 people. You sleep through the night comfortably uncomfortable, with an odd sense of peace. For once, even if it's only for a moment, you think you feel close to being home. You start to look forward to nighttime. You get to experience this feeling again. 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 And again. This is all you want to feel all of the time. Sleeping through full days, joint pain, hunger, you don't care. Even if it's only for a couple of hours each day, you just want to go home. Good end. Codependent. Ending 6 out of 10. And that is where I think we'll leave it for today, because this video is already twice the length of normal videos for me, and I'm not verified, so I can't post it. But I will see you guys in the next one.